What is up, you wonderful people? This video is different than normal, but you all like the raw videos anyway. In honor of 1 year since I got the chance to meet up with Beau Cowan, Gary Vaynerchuk, 15 minutes in Gary's office, just pouring out value in this interview between Gary and Beau. Highly recommend you watch to the end. Here it is, raw, uncut. There is some swearing, there is some very direct points, there's some really good stuff in here, but I just wanted to warn you of that. I know that's not normal for my channel. Beau, let's keep going, dude.
I'm pushing it 10 minutes. Okay. Hello.
How you doing?
Great to see you, brother.
How you doing?
How are you?
Good.
Really well.
Yeah.
Real pleasure.
Yeah.
Real pleasure.
Thank you very much.
What's up, man?
Yeah, how's it going?
Good to see you.
Yeah, thanks so much for having us out.
I'm his uncle.
How are you, sir? Real pleasure.
I can't believe I'm here, for one.
Well, you're here.
Yeah, thank you for doing what you did for me.
My pleasure.
More than anything.
My pleasure.
Yeah, and it was just amazing. I've tweeted you like 7 times that same thing, like the I'll draw, and then when you tweeted me back, I basically screamed, and then I was like, and then my mentions went crazy, and it was just like I just 52,000 mentions, and then 385 reactions. I was like, holy shit. I was like, holy shit, what is going on? But I was like, I don't want to stop. I turned my phone off. I was like, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. I turned my phone off. I'm going to bed, and then it was just that kind of thing. But it was an absolutely amazing experience so far. Coming in was awesome, and then leaving is gonna suck. But I had fun. I'm having fun.
That makes me happy.
I want to be I want to be like a cross between like you and Tony Robbins and Inky Johnson.
Yep.
And to tell people to like do their best even though they're in the situation, and they can get through it no matter what. And I've done like Instagram the $1.80 thing and strategy, and I've done that. And my question is, how do I grow my business, or how do I grow my audience without, without seeing inauthentic and selling, not selling out, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course I know what you mean. So, a couple things. I think the biggest question I have is, when building an audience, there's so much that goes into it. Number one, you have to have something to say.
Yeah.
And I think the best thing to say is your truth.
Yeah.
Some people, you clearly have a truth.
Yeah.
All of us in this room have truths. I think the biggest mistake people make is they aspire to be something that isn't their truth.
Yeah.
Thus, they deviate from their message because they want to grow, or they want to speak publicly, or write books, or play football, like whatever it may be.
Yeah.
So the biggest thing I can tell you is, don't forget, for 10 years, I was doing fine, but nowhere close to what's happened to me in the last 15 months, right?
Okay.
So first, it's a journey. You're a young man.
Not as young as you think.
You're young as I think, because I'm pretty sure your uncle's a young man in the way I think about life, which is, life is long.
Yeah.
And so I think first and foremost, my man, the secret ingredient, the core to the foundation, is patience.
Okay.
I really mean that.
Yeah.
I think in a world where everything's being documented, unlike the world your uncle, Tony, and even I to a degree in the early part of my career, the things we did are lost in history. Lost in history.
Yeah.
When you're building an audience online, everything you do is documented forever.
Yeah.
So patience has become unbelievably important.
Yeah.
Number two, the question becomes, what are you really up to? Intent matters incredibly.
Okay.
One of the reasons I think I have a big advantage is I don't want to monetize my audience.
Yeah.
I build other businesses that allow me, when I put out content, to not use it to get people to pay me $6,000 to be their life coach or $100,000 to be in my gold club. My ability to create economics outside of the people that follow my content has allowed me to put out my content for free.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, in a world where you want to be what you want to be, I think you have to ask yourself, why? Are you scratching an itch that is just inside of you and you want to inspire others?
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, comma. If you want to make money in that process, you have to have a lot of time with yourself in your own head about this issue. If your life is, and by the way, that would be perfectly awesome, but you have to recognize more than anything that if you want to inspire people, comma, you would like them to give you money in any shape or form, you have to reconcile that and make that authentic. The biggest vulnerability that everybody has in the world right now is everybody wants to be a motivational this and a motivational that. They say that they want to just inspire people, and then in the back end, they want to make money off those people. Let me say this on the record forever. I don't get to judge that. I don't think that's even necessarily wrong. But it's wrong to say you care about something when it's just a facade to something else.
So don't worry about the money situation. Don't worry about the because
be authentic with the audience. Forget about worrying or not worrying. Like, of course, one should worry about money situation because if you want to or need to earn money, you should worry about that.
Okay.
What you need to do is from day one, make sure that you're just not full of shit.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very complicated. If you need, it would be my question to you, how you want to make your money is very important.
Yeah.
For example, one of the reasons I don't need to monetize my audience is because tons of organizations pay me to speak because I have so many fans.
Yeah.
I'm not collecting the money when somebody buys a ticket to see me speak. I'm getting paid one way or the other. That's the risk of a company paying a speaker.
Yeah.
So you could say, Gary, I want to get paid to speak. I would say, great. The number one way to monetize and become a great speaker is to never ask for any money for your audience, because then you'll build a much bigger audience, which then will create demand for you to speak.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
My books. I make a lot of money on writing books.
Yeah.
I get paid regardless if I sell one book.
Okay.
Many people want to sell direct and write their own books. I'd make a lot more money. I would make a lot more money. But then I would be asking you for money. There's another thing, and this is very important. When you start asking for money from an audience, you should have zero expectations that they give you any.
Okay.
One of the reasons I've been able to be so successful is when I have a sneaker, I want to sell them. I'm not bashful to say, hey guys, I have a new sneaker. But when I tell you that I have zero expectations of anybody buying, I have zero expectations.
Yeah.
Would it be nice? Sure. You know, my thing is, you're gonna buy shoes anyway, I take it, but when I put out content, if you notice, and you're a smart guy, a lot of people put out content, but they're not giving you their best stuff, they're using it so that you pay them. I'm putting out my best stuff every day, for free.
So just keep putting out
your stuff,
my stuff,
the most of it you can, for them the most, and then not that the money will come, but no question that will build you more leverage.
So just do that, and then not ask at all, and
No.
I don't know when to.
Here's my question: what do you want the money for? Like, what are you asking for? Asking is fine. Expecting, or manipulating what you're doing for free as a gateway for them to then pay. Because people manipulate, and then you get to the punchline, and they're like, well, now you got to pay $5,000. And they're like, fuck, now you see where I'm going? Very important. My question to you is a different one. What are you asking money for?
I don't, but I like I have a hashtag donate today, and I've sold some t-shirts with that.
That's
hashtag,
cool.
With that hashtag.
Yeah,
on it,
I think posting, do you want to buy a t-shirt of this, is an ask. That's fantastic. Okay. I love that.
Right.
I think if you actually put out your best content as much as you can, you'll build a bigger audience, which will mean inevitably you'll sell more t-shirts. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And that kind of thing.
Yes.
It'll end up being that, it'll end up snowballing.
Yeah, I mean, look. Once in a blue moon, life is good happens, and you build a $10 million, $100 million apparel business. But what happens 99.9% of the time is you build a nice little swag business that maybe can make you happy with what you're getting out of it.
Yeah, and that's basically. I'm not looking to get.
To me, it's very simple, and I want to bring you the most value. It's just be authentic, because a lot of people who are putting out good content are doing it for purpose of money, which is fine. But I'd rather you just be like, hey, I'm out here for the purpose of building for money, and it's great that I'm also inspiring others. But I'm an entrepreneur, not your life guru. You understand?
I don't want to be a life guru.
Good.
In terms of like I'm gonna, 1999 call me, and then every Friday we have a coaching call. Whatever.
I understand.
I don't want to do that. I just want to, do what I can to let people realize, or make people realize that I'm out here doing the best I can, and they should too, because I struggle, and even though I struggle, I still do the day-to-day task.
You have a much bigger platform to do good than 99% of people.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Like when people see me saying go, they're like, easy for you to say. They're not going to say that to you.
Yeah.
So you have the permission to dominate. You need clarity and strategy and then execution to get the biggest upside.
And that's where I can put out the content, and I know how to do that. I know how to not to the point where like I'm D-Rock or whatever, but I can do Instagram, I can do Twitter a little bit, and I always put the hashtag dominate the day in my Instagram every post. I can't. You say do five a day. I can't. There's no way I can do 5 a day, because it seems inauthentic to me.
Good news. I wish you could do 90 a day, 400 a day. And if your authentic thing is 2, then mazel tov, do 2.
Or even like because it's not authentic enough for me.
The end. By the way, every sentence dies when somebody tells me it won't be authentic if. As soon as I hear that, I'm like, then don't do. Like, my advice is holistic and strategic. It's not individual, because I don't know everybody individually. If you say to me, Gary, that's great that you do this, but for me that's not authentic, well then that ends the debate. Okay. That being said, let there be no debate in the following. The more content you put out, the more opportunity it creates. Okay. That is also non-debatable.
Yeah, okay. And then I'll turn that. I guess.
Like that one?
Yeah.
You like that one?
That was good. I like that.
I'm a daily vlogger. So.
And that's what I'm doing. Like your Instagram. You said to put up the truth thing. What's your truth? And I won the 60-second club when they said, "What's your truth?" And I said, "I'm in a wheelchair and I'm okay with it." And then that's what happened. And then they did that.
Can I throw one thing in here?
Okay.
Because I gotta run in a minute. The thing that I get out of you in this time that we're spending, I'm a very big believer in people are complaining way too much. And then once you start that path, it's big trouble. You get into entitlement and dwelling. The fact that you're so on the offense, like the permission you have to be like, I'm not complaining, what the fuck are you doing? Is a very big white space, something you should think about.
Yeah, and then.
Period. It's a big. It's the biggest breakthrough for society right now, and you have so much you can do with that.
Okay.
You should marinate on this and try to make a piece of content of like, if I'm not complaining, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
That's basically the potential of a 50 million viewed video because of your situation. And you can really win that game.
Yeah.
And that's how you're rolling. Yeah. That's your authentic truth. And so like I'm passionate about that.
And then I put like I make fun of myself. I like see me rolling. So I put that on a dub smash and put it, and then the thing, and I just started rolling straight through it, and then it went, and then that kind of thing, and then like I don't wish my situation on anybody.
Of course.
Even a struggling Jets fan. but I'm a Cowboys fan, so I don't.
You're in bigger trouble than you think.
I know I'm in big trouble, but I don't. And I still think I can beat you in ice hockey.
In bubble hockey?
No, not bubble hockey. On the.
Oh, actual ice?
No. Yeah, come on now.
Well, listen,
yeah,
I can't skate.
Yeah, I can't either. But I can on Nintendo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Are you? Oh, you have a 5:40 flight.
I have a flight.
Well, you know what? Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's keep our relationship going.
Okay.
You're gonna come back again.
Okay.
Within a year, and we're gonna play.
Okay.
Let's keep this relationship going.
We can do that.
Listen to me, brother.
Okay.
If you take anything out of this limited time we had together, you have more. What I've taken from the little I watched from afar and then the time we spent here, don't overthink it.
Just put out.
Put out shit, bro.
Okay.
You're on the right side of this.
And see if it sticks.
100%. If that's how you want to justify it, cool.
No,
No. I'm telling you, I like that. That's not a negative. Sure. See if it sticks. Learn something from it. One piece of content that doesn't get a lot of likes and it helps one person is good content. Fuck likes.
Yeah.
There's a million. Whatever you say next, the answer is gonna be yes.
And then you say, I love the fuck the Joneses thing, and I love the fuck the likes.
And brother, I'll tell you this, and you'll appreciate this. Had I not been under the mental strategy of just put out the content, I would have never gotten to those pillars.
Yeah.
I know what my content gets the most likes, but that's not interesting to me.
Yeah.
What's interesting, I'll take pictures with puppies.
Yeah.
What's interesting to me is making an impact as collateral to the DNA that I was gifted.
Yeah.
That's interesting. And that doesn't mean pandering to social media likes. That means the reason it feels authentic to make as much content is I have things I want to say, and if it can benefit others, awesome.
Yeah.
And listen, there's real things. I love the attention and the admiration. This feels good to me right now.
Yeah.
Listen, it is what it is. I feel very comfortable in saying that.
Yeah.
I also love way more getting the emails from people and saying you've changed the course of my life.
Yeah.
I don't know how much, I don't know a good wired human being that doesn't think that's the greatest.
Yeah.
So every time you think, well, it's only authentic for me to have one piece of content, but then you're looking at what you're eating or what you're watching or what you're talking about, make a video right now about your thoughts on why the Cowboys lost their first game. You may say that's not a piece of content that's going to get me into, I think that's exactly the piece of content that's going to get you there. Do you see where I'm going?
Yes.
It's making a more 360 picture of your life.
So just do it.
I put out, especially when the Jets, after that Monday,
and then I just went freaking crazy. I was like, there's no way. You're just talking total shit. I was like, holy shit, he's on fire.
I was out of control. That's my zone.
You weren't even. I don't think you were drinking either.
No, I don't drink it. I drink. I don't do anything but focus on the game.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to Eddie.
And you're so you tweeted I'll be there, but I can't talk. I mean, I can't sit with y'all because I got to concentrate.
100%.
I was like,
I need to run to this, brother. I apologize.
Can I get you to sign my book?
100%.
And then say hi. It's in here. Yeah.
This is almost like
What's that, my friend?
it's almost like an AA.
I get it.
I mean, that's what they say. That's what everything she says.
It's authentic.
I have the Crushing It book.
Yes.
But it's on
Audio?
audio. So
I appreciate it, brother.
So and then I I don't know how I stumbled across you. I don't know how I did.
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
I love it.
I don't remember.
That's, you know why? That
Yeah.
only feeds my thesis of putting out content more. More. That is the answer.
Yeah. Can I get a picture with you too?
100%. Let me take it.
Yeah. Let's go. Swipe.
What is it?
9939. There we go. No, it's got. Go on Twitter. Oh. No, it's got. It's a. There we go.
I love it.
All right, I'll tweet it to you.
I can't wait.
And then thank you for everything. And then
Thank you.
they'll get. I'll just keep doing what I'm doing, and then
Get in touch again for the next trip.
okay. In a year or so.
Yeah, let's do it within the year.
Within.
Within a year, maybe 6 or 9 months from now. Maybe, you know what? February is a really good time of year for me.
Okay, I'll be back in February.
I can't wait, brother.
Thank you, and then
to
I'll
see you.
keep putting stuff out there and see what happens and see if it sticks. And
Rewatch this and really understand it's more content.
okay, all right. Thank you.
Brother, I'll see you soon. Thank you, sir. Such a pleasure.
Thank you, Gary.
You got it, bud.
Boom, 20 minutes on the dot, man.
Is that right?
Crushed it.
Crushed it.
That was vital. That was vital information.
Oh my goodness, we just got so many
Knowledge
pieces of...
bombs. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, that was
Knowledge
sick.
bombs. Boom.
That was sick.
What the heck happened to me? I don't know. And try to keep the cussing out because I'm trying to be PG with.
Okay, are you? I was
as
gonna
much as
ask you.
possible.
Yeah, I can bleep it.
And
I
not
can
bleep
bleep
it, but you know, well, a little bit to the
Yeah.
contrary. So
A little bit here and there because I mean it can be thrown discreetly, in which I you know he did that.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
yeah.
Good stuff.